We're here at the 2012 Tea in the Park launch. It's the 19th and it's a very exciting lineup. Here with me now is Geoff Ellis, the man, the boss. Well, tell me all about it.
Well, it's this time of year is always really exciting because you've got, you know, all the anticipation building up. Who's going to be playing? We've already announced the Stone Roses, obviously, which is the biggest thing I think we've ever had at Tea in the Park, and their resurrection is something that everybody's excited about. Kasabian, Snow Patrol, two phenomenal bands who both got current albums out, doing fantastically well, and both real firm festival favourites. Noel Gallagher's High Flying Birds, Florence and the Machine, The Vaccines, Tiny Temper, Calvin Harris, Emily Sandé. Where do you start?
I mean, that's right, that's the thing. You've got David Guetta as well,
Yep.
in the lineup, but it does seem a very indie scene. Is that where music is going these days?
I'm not sure. There's a lot of dubstep. Obviously, is the big thing at the moment. The electronic music is huge, and with Calvin, with Tiny, there's a real strong kind of electronic scene happening at Tea in the Park, but guitar music's still there, and you could argue guitar music has dropped away in the last couple of years, but then again we had Foo Fighters last year, so you don't get much more guitar than that. But guitar bands never gone away, but it's good to have people like Stone Roses coming back to mean that the guitars are back up there with the keyboards and the synths and everything else, But
so you've got a mix of everything.
Absolutely.
Tell me this, who's more demanding when it comes to riders, the old school or the new school?
I think the old school would be if they were a few years younger, but no, I think they're probably about equal. I think in years gone by, I think the new school would have wanted to compete with the stories of the Roses and Led Zeppelin and things like that. But a lot of these things were myth, and I think
where are they?
To a point, because I think there was no internet then. There wasn't 24/7 news coverage, which there is now. So maybe people got away with things that they can't get away with now. But also it meant that if somebody was recounting a tale of 6 months earlier, they'd probably elaborate it a bit. Whereas now, people are talking to people the day after the Brits, and people say, "Oh, what did you get up to last night?" "Oh, I had a couple of drinks with some friends, and then went home." And if you'd left that 6 months, they'd probably say, "Oh yeah, we had a massive wild party." So I think
totally.
The reality is probably always less kind of decadent than the myths.
So all in all, a great year.
Yeah.
And anything else that you're particularly looking forward to on the weekend?
The thing I'm most looking forward to is opening the gates on Thursday in the campsite, because once people start riding, that's because we set up the festival site, but it's completely sterile until the audience come in. So you've got a campsite with all the fields but no tents on it.
Yes.
And you just can't wait to kind of open the gates.
It's
literally
all clean then.
Yeah, but then everybody comes in and you just see the excitement on people's faces, the camaraderie as they're travelling on the buses, and waiting outside to come in, and it's just a great buzz.
Great. Thanks very much, Geoff Ellis.
Thank you.